Welcome to Gargoyles Grill and Ale. This is Diane Mitchell, the host of The Lunch Counter. And today we've got a fascinating and inspirational story to share with you. I'm with Barb Courte-Elinesky today, and she's the president of the North Star and Cobra Drilling Companies, as well as she's won the 2012 Influential Women of Northwestern Ontario Award for Entrepreneur of the Year and the RBC Innovation Award. So Barb, welcome to the Lunch Counter. We're so excited to have you today.
Thank you.
So Barb, you weren't born in Thunder Bay. Can you tell us a little bit about where you came from and what you did as a kid, and a little bit about your life in the beginning?
Well, I was born and raised in Montreal. First generation Canadian. My parents were immigrants. My mom was Ukrainian, my dad was Polish. Grew up in a little town, a little suburb called Villemard, where Mario Lemieux's from.
There you
hockey
go.
Player. Yeah.
Perfect.
My claim to fame.
Your claim to fame, but hey, listen, you're a claim of fame of your own with all these awards that you've won this year.
Yeah, amazing. Something else.
It's been an exciting year.
It has. It's just hard to believe some of the awards that I won, and just being recognized is humbling. That's for sure.
Yeah. So you got married?
Got married to a diamond driller.
Okay.
When I first met him, I said, "What do you do?" He said, "I'm a diamond driller." I go, "Really?"
Did you get diamonds?
No.
What exactly is a diamond driller? Explain that to us.
Have you seen Armageddon?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
The driller saved the world. Well, the rough and tough, yeah, that's diamond drilling.
Perfect. So you married a diamond driller?
I did. We have 3 daughters,
okay.
And my oldest is 22. She's going to Carleton, taking political science, getting her master's. My middle daughter is Rochelle. She's at Confederation College doing marketing. And my youngest is 16, just turned 16, and she's at Westgate.
Neat. But life hasn't always been so much fun, right?
No.
Right. And so there was some tragedy in the middle of your life, and that's how you ended up in Thunder Bay. Do you want to explain to us what happened and how did it all work? How old were your kids? Let's start with that. When you made the decision, you and your husband make the decision to move to Thunder Bay.
The oldest was 16. She just graduated from high school in Quebec. The middle one was 15, and then Alana was 10. Right. We decided to move to Thunder Bay, and we drove as far as North Bay. In the middle of the night, my husband took a massive heart attack and died.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you even begin to deal with the situation?
Do you know, I look back and I don't know where the strength came from, but we got it. A few hours after he had passed away, I said to the kids, "Do you want to go back to Montreal, be around family, or do you want to go to Thunder Bay?" Well, the kids wanted to come to Thunder Bay, so our family was here. The drilling company was here. We drove directly to the job site.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. How have the kids coped with that change?
Really well. I mean, it was hard at the beginning because it was just something that you don't imagine. Like, even when it was happening, I'm going, "Is this for real?" Like, even when I woke up in the middle of the night and he was having a heart attack, I was like, "Is this for real? Like, this is a dream?" It was hard to believe. But anyway, we've moved on. We've done really well, and Thunder Bay is an amazing city. I just love it here.
So, you were a nurse, right?
I was.
And now you own drilling companies.
I'm a gold digger, yes.
You're a gold digger. And so, how does that happen? How do you even know how to run a drilling company?
Well, I mean, when my husband was a diamond driller, he'd come home and he would vent. And I would listen. Of course, as a good wife, we listen, right?
And we're good wives, right?
Yes,
yeah.
yes. And we become, we know what they're talking about. It takes a few years. I learned a lot from him. And then when we decided to start a business together, I just did a lot of the work. So I learned a lot. I learned how to do contracts and bidding. And I mean, half the time I got to check if I'm still female.
Okay, so what struggles did you face? I mean, this had to, you're playing light with this, but this had to be tough. So what struggles did you face when you tried to take over this company? I mean, you're a woman and you're in a mining business. It's not necessarily known for having a lot of women in it, and it's not necessarily known for being polite, maybe, or or, nice to women, right?
Yeah.
Things have changed, but what was it like for you?
To be honest, it was tough. I love a challenge. I mean, I think a lot of people do, and I had to do what I had to do. I had to feed my kids. I had to put a roof over their head, pay for their university, so I wasn't going to take no for an answer. I've been in this industry for 15 years. At the very beginning, when I first started with my husband, after I had quit nursing, I was not respected. That's why these awards, I was really humbled, to be honest. But what was really hard was being acknowledged, because I'm more used to getting ridiculed than being acknowledged.
Right.
It's like, what are you doing here? I walk into a room and people would turn their backs on me.
Unbelievable, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't used to it, right? They
I was
weren't
a
used
threat.
to a woman. Yeah.
If I was talking to a man at a mining convention, guaranteed the next day there would be a rumor that I was having an affair with him. I had so much fun, apparently.
in your dreams, right?
Yeah.
You wish you had so
Yeah.
much fun. Yeah, but it's tough.
Yeah.
And so what did you have to go through that a man wouldn't have had to go through, do you think?
People don't believe that I know what I'm talking about. So I had somebody just last year, do you actually know what you're doing?
Right.
And yeah, I wasn't too impressed with that comment. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, yeah. And so as a woman, what do you bring to this job that a man might not necessarily bring?
I'm a mother.
You're a mother. And it's hard to get rid of that mother instinct,
You can't.
isn't it?
You can't. And I look at my employees and I love them to death.
Yeah.
And I treat them like my kids, which is very hard to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's difficult.
Does it ever backfire?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give people second chances. I mean, this industry is plagued with drugs and alcohol problems, and I try to help these guys out.
Yeah. How many employees do you have now, Barb?
When I first came, I had probably around 10 employees. Right now, we're over 60, and in January, I will have over 100 employees.
Wow. And you're not just in Northwestern Ontario. Where do you have jobs at?
We're in the Wawa region in Duberville, and we're also in Dominican Republic.
Do you get to go down there much?
Yep.
Perfect. Do you get to go to the beach, or do you just have to do drilling down there?
We go to the mountains.
Go to the mountains? Perfect. So what kinds of things are different about being in drilling as a woman and being in mining in general? Like, you were in nursing, and nursing's primarily women that are involved in nursing, and then you switch it all up. So what was different about that?
I think it's more the mechanical part of it too. Like you have drills or big machines, so you have to know about mechanics.
Okay. We're going to take a break now, and when we come back, Barb, we're going to talk about mining industry in Northwestern Ontario. So we'll see you back at the lunch counter after this.